In this video, we're going to talk about a stock that has ties to and is partnered with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA backs them. And this is a stock I've talked about many times in the past. And right now is, in my opinion, the time to start really looking at this stock. And it is Navitas, NVTS. This stock right now is about to approach the apex of demand for SiC and GaN chipsets because of the efficiency of them and how they solve problems for big data centers and server chips like NVIDIA's and AMD's. And because they're able to make these efficient chips better than anyone else, arguably, and pretty much one of the only companies doing this, and because they have proprietary technology with their SiC and GaN, makes it an even more attractive buy. But there's a lot of things to go over with Navitas, and we're going to do that in this video right now. However, I do this consistently in Discord, and you can see right there on the screen, I put out trades from Microsoft, Tempest AI, Meta, Reddit, SoFi. I also put out trades on CoreWeave, Micron, and Meta previously a few weeks ago, and we just did Oracle, Broadcom, and Snowflake. And you can see on the screen those trades and the profits that were made by my students. I have students that made $83,000 the last 2 weeks, $129,000 in one trade, and my student Xander went from $12,000 to $100,000 in less than a month with the most recent trade activity in my Discord. So this is what I do. I find stocks that are undervalued, oversold, and I break them down to see if they're worth it, look at technical analysis, and I use my proprietary made analytical tools like my DFib, D-Stochastics RSI, and my AVP, which is very popular, and I teach in the Discord, and it's very powerful. It's how we're making consistent income in the Discord all the time because of trades just like this. I also did it last year. If you've been watching me, you know I've seen a lot of comments on my YouTube channel over the past few weeks of everyone who's been printing just on my YouTube channel alone. That's just scratching the surface if you're not even in the Discord, because we're making way more in Discord. So you can see what I'm doing on YouTube is just a taste of what's going on in the Discord. I called out SoFi at $6 last year and $11 in March and April of this year. Now it's over $27. I called SoundHound at $3.50 last year. It went to 22. It dropped to 8. I called it again, and now it's in the 12, 13, 14 range. I've been calling these stocks all year long. Palantir, I called at 15, and it ran all the way to 180. I even said it would pull back to 150, which it did. Now we have another dark pool trade in the Discord. So if you want to make profits like I've just discussed, like I've showed you, you can sign up at any time. The information to get started with Discord is the information below. The link is there to get started. Look forward to helping you guys grow your portfolio. So I've had a lot of people ask me to show the actual trades in the Discord, which I'm about to do. But trading and investing gave me the life I've always wanted. It's how I'm able to afford the cars and the things I've always wanted to do, take my kids and family on vacation. It really is a great life, and you deserve it and can do it too. I'll show you right quick the profits in the Discord. This student is up $200,000 right here, up 40 and 15% from most recent trades. This student is up $100,000 in a month. This student made $500 on one put contract that he sold. This student made $1,000 in 1 week on one small trade. This student is $65,000. My student JS went from $65,000, $212,000, $83,000 in 1 month in September. This student right here just thanked me for holding on to leap options, dollar cost averaging, and managing a Tesla trade and made $10,200. This student made $5,200. Gordon made $5,200 on a $67,000 account in 1 week, which is incredible. It's like 7% per week, 40% for this student, and $58,000 in 1 week for this student. So if you guys want to make these types of profits, I would love to help you. Link to get started is below. Do not put it off. What you put off today for tomorrow, someone else put off yesterday for today. Take action now. Let's get you on the right path right now to grow your portfolio. Navitas has found itself in the spotlight after news underscored its position as leader in the next wave of high-efficiency chip technology. The company's patented silicon carbide and gallium nitride solutions are attracting fresh attention from investors, especially as reports anticipate a surge in adoption of these materials by electric vehicle and data center manufacturers. With the market beginning to make a bigger move toward an 800-volt equipment, many are starting to wonder if Navitas is about to ride a significant industry growth wave. Looking at the stock's recent performance, Navitas has delivered a strong one-year gain, surging 141% over the past year. However, recent months have seen momentum cool cool with the shares down 16% in the past month. This pattern captures the push and pull between optimism about the company's sector leadership and caution around its ongoing losses. The past year's large move upward shows investors are positioning for future growth, but the near-term volatility signals persistent questions about how soon that promise can translate into profits. The real question on many investors' minds is whether Navitas is set for further upside if these trends play out, or if the market is already reflecting all that growth potential in its share price. The prevailing narrative sees Navitas Semiconductor trading below its fair value, suggesting analysts believe there is a meaningful upside potential from the current price based on the future earnings growth and higher profit multiple. One of the things to consider is that Navitas is not only going to be helping AMD and NVIDIA with better cooling and better efficiency and 800-volt chipsets with their GaN and SiC, but they're also going to be in appliances, moving their way into EV vehicles and other tech across the globe, which is potentially going to mean very strong growth for Navitas. However, ongoing margin pressure and delayed revenue recovery from softness in key end markets could challenge the bullish valuation narrative for Navitas. Navitas reported its second quarter 2025 financial results in early August. The company reported $14.5 million in revenue, which was down from $20.5 million the same quarter of the previous year. In earnings per share, Navitas reported a non-GAAP loss of 0.05 cents per share, which was in line with analysts' consensus. The Q3 guidance, the company issued disappointing guidance for the third quarter, projecting revenue of about $10 million. Following its Q2 results, Navitas announced a strategic focus on the AI data center and energy infrastructure markets. The company is leveraging its gallium nitride and silicon carbide technologies to support NVIDIA's development of next-generation 800-volt data center architectures. This can be very huge for Navitas. The market for GaN and SiC technologies in AI data centers is estimated to reach $2.6 billion by 2030. In May of 2025, Navitas and NVIDIA partnered to develop more power-efficient delivery systems for the new AI data centers. To support expansion, Navitas raised $100 million in capital and announced a new manufacturing partnership with Powerchip Semiconductors Manufacturing Corporation, PSMC, for 200mm GaN production. These are also very key fundamentals to the growth of Navitas. Looking at Navitas, you can see that it has pulled back quite a bit from a recent high of 942 and dropping into my AVP. My current AVP is between 425, 430, all the way up to around 650. So $4 to $6 is the buy range. My tighter AVP is actually between 450 and 550 right now. So it's right at the top or just above the AVP. It's right in that sweet spot where if you add now and it starts to drop, you could dollar cost average some more, because we can see all of this upside right here. There's all this upside. So buying down here is really strong in my opinion. I think that if you buy some around $6 or less and it drops down to say 425, 450, you could dollar cost average and add more, because there's a lot of potential for this stock, and it's very unlikely that it would drop below the previous resistances, which are right around 420 to 450 right here, and it's right in line with this resistance here. So I'll clean this up and show you what I'm talking about. This line right here shows all of this support and resistance right here. This is a crossover point right here, and this is where the stock is highly unlikely to break. 450, maybe even a little bit higher, is the absolute bottom right now, as long as there's no black swan event or something really negative. It could go below. It's very, very unlikely. So as you can see, this is the range that we're in. We have a lot of resistance up here in the $6.90 to $7 range, and lately it's been trading here. So you can see where it's at. We're almost in the middle. Anywhere between $5 and $6 is a really decent buying opportunity for this stock. I would just be adding. It's a very long-term play with GaN and SiC and helping AMD and helping NVIDIA and being partnered with NVIDIA and getting into EVs and electronics worldwide. It's inevitable that this stock will soar in the future as long as they become profitable and continue to grow. Now, every stock has a risk. Every investment has a risk. So do your due diligence. Do not put more than 10% of your portfolio in any one position. And obviously there's risk here, but there's a lot of potential, a lot of strong potential for Navitas. And I wouldn't want to miss out on this because of how strong the data centers and the chips are going forward in AI and quantum computing. And with 800-volt infrastructure, Navitas is very likely to be the king. Very likely. They're extremely undervalued right now. The average price is between $6.74 and $9, and it's at $5.92. So there's a lot of growth potential here. And you definitely want to take a look at Navitas and analyze it for yourself to see if this is what you want to add to your portfolio. Me personally, I think this is going to be one of the better investments investments, if not the best one right now besides Applied Digital. That's another stock that's doing very well. But as we can see, the price is really down. And when stocks are down, you start to add in dollar cost average and keep your eye on the news and the overall market sentiment. It's a way to continue to grow and add your position in any stock. Finding stocks like this and finding trades that are nearly identical is what I do in the Discord often. In fact, it's how my students make so many profits like you're seeing on the screen. So many trades over the past month. Students have been printing tens of thousands of dollars every week, some 60 or 100,000 plus on just one single trade. I've showed you earlier the printing that we've been doing in the Discord. I showed you live in the Discord trade section and profit section what my students have been doing. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a listen to what my student Xander had to say, who joined my Discord just a month ago with $12,000 and turned it into 100,000 plus. We are here with one of my newest students, Xander. How you doing, Xander?
Good.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Yeah. So when I was watching other YouTubers, they were really pushing a certain mode of saying oh, you're going to make $1 million, over 500,000 with such a small account, and pushing so many numbers that just seems so unrealistic, where you seem to push a more focused strategy and actually explain stuff more to the point instead of just pushing the Discord. And it just made me pick yours over everyone else's. You didn't try and give unrealistic expectations, right? You actually gave a focused and clear strategy to how we'd make money.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear. And that is the goal.
I originally started with $12,000 when I joined your Discord. I never done options before that. And it's kind of crazy what I'm at now. From $12,000 just a month in your Discord, I'm at just over $104,000. So just unbelievable, life-changing money. It's just crazy.
Wow. So you went from 12,000 over 104,000 in 1 month in the Discord.
Yeah, just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it when I was did around 9 trades, and just the amount of success that your trades were and so accurate. It's like 9 out of 9 trades, 104,000 from 12. I couldn't thank you more. It's just been awesome.
Awesome. That is amazing success. And in 1 month, that is like a 10x return, which is
1,000%. Yeah, over 1,000% I made in 1 month, just from your strategies and just from what you've put out in the Discord.
Based on what it cost you to join and what you've made and the group itself and just overall the education I provide, is it worth it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, people need to understand that your Discord community is insane. I made, in the span of a month, I made 12 new friends that have just been helping me and explaining to me trades that I haven't even thought about taking that were put out from you, and just explain the trades and give me an overall better understanding of how your Discord works. And if anybody's thinking of joining the Discord, 100% please go through those training modules. They're step by step, and obviously they'll learn at your pace. So if you can't do it some days, it's okay. But those training modules really gave me a baseline of how to actually do the options, how to take Corey's trades. And once I got to the module, personally, I got through in the week. I just destroyed them all. I loved learning. After that, I started to take trades, and there's just profits from there. Unbelievable. And I just couldn't thank Corey more.
So you heard my student Xander had to say, you want this to be your success story. Don't put off anything today for tomorrow, as others have put off yesterday for today. Let's take action right now. Let me show you what you're doing wrong in the stock market so that I can help you grow your portfolio. It's what I love to do, help others achieve their goals just like Xander. I look forward to seeing you real soon in the Discord and on the next video. Take care of yourselves, fam. I'll see you very soon.